Steve, is that a tough one to take?
Well, it's sometimes it's a frustrating game. You could say that, and if everything goes against us, to concede the goal like we have done has been typical of the game, really, and typical of us so far, really. Where we've made a mistake, fair enough, and we've got punished, but there was nothing in the game. And the big turning point for us, of course, is the loss of the two strikers within 20 minutes or whatever it was. And after that, we were a bit, we huffed and puffed a bit, but obviously lacked that stuff what you need at the top end of the pitch, and unfortunately we've got too many injured in that department.
In terms of the goal, we don't really see back passes and goalkeepers picking up too often in the modern game. Was that just a rush of blood from the player or what?
Well, it's a bit of a communication. I mean, I think Elmo's thinking he's going to roll it back to him, and I think the goalkeeper's made his mind up that he's going to come out and smother it, and it was, from where I'm sitting, it's the goalkeeper's ball all day, but usually you get away with it, and unfortunately, we've tried our best to block it, but I think that summed our afternoon up.
And the way it was going, one goal was always going to settle it today, wasn't it?
One was going to win it, and to be fair, they've had a good chance in the first half. After that, you could say, we were very, very comfortable defensively. I didn't think they caused us a threat. In fact, I can't remember my goalkeeper making the same all afternoon. But then again, either did theirs. So you just take the 0-0, you don't get beat away from home, and you come away with a point, and you dust yourself down and get ready for next week. So unfortunately, we've lost it, but we'll have to go again.
You had several missing today anyway. When you lose your two strikers like that, do you begin to wonder, is something conspiring against you?
Well, from the first day of the season, I mean, for a club like ours to have 8 or 9 missing is far too many, and we simply can't cope. So we need to try and get a few fit and try and bring a couple of bodies in if we can. But since the start of the season, we're losing Snodgrass and then Diarmi and Ramirez and now Jelavic. The list's endless, and unfortunately, we're finding that a bit of a struggle at the minute.
What are the news on the two today?
Well, Jelavic has hurt his knee, and there was a bit of a concern with him before the game. He had the cartilage operation, as we know, 2 months ago, and unfortunately yesterday felt something. Hernandez has done his groin, Aluko's done his calf, so in that department we're a bit thin. So
does that sort of make January a little bit more important for you?
It's not just as easy as that. We're always trying to improve, of course. We're always trying to, but you've got to improve and get better, and obviously we'll try and see if we can bring a couple of bodies in. I think it's essential now that we do that with the problems we've got, but we'll see what we can do.